another segment we call Real Talk with Robin. Robin Gwaltney is from the Gwaltney Group, a local trustworthy real estate team, and this segment is all about topics, issues, information local home owners, buyers, and sellers need to know. So listen up, okay? You texted me today, you said, we're talking about the spring market. I was like, Robin, it's the first, second week of January. What do you mean? So why are we thinking about the spring market?
Well, because the spring market is actually sooner than you might think.
Okay.
When I started selling real estate, the spring market was mid to late March. And now I will say the spring market is mid to late February.
Interesting.
So we're
there.
4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. And you don't want to call me when it's time to list. You want to call me now so I can come over and say, okay, this is what you need to do. And so you have the next 4 to 6 weeks to get it done.
Okay, so how is the spring market different than the winter market?
Well, the nice thing about the spring market is we'll usually get a nice little influx of traffic, all right?
Right.
So we are all familiar with the residency program at Mayo Clinic, and you know, when they come in, they come like they match, like the middle of, usually right around St. Patrick's Day, they match, and then they know where they're going to be assigned to go and be a doctor, right?
Okay.
So if it's Rochester, they all flood in to find a house. And a lot of times they'll all come that very first weekend. So it's kind of fun. So what's happened over the years is the people who live locally have figured this out. They're like, wait, I don't want to compete with all these incoming residents, so I'll start in February so that I can beat them to the houses, or I can find something when I'm not in that crazy competition. So people are just getting theirs out there sooner, right?
Okay.
So it's pretty good. These are the things you need to know to get ready. All right, pricing and timing plan. So you want to know how much are you going to get for your house. It might make a big difference for what you're going to do next, right? So if we come out now, me or any of your trusted realtors that you currently work with, preferably me, but whatever. Anyway, whoever comes, we can tell you. So if you're hoping to be out of there by June 1st, then this is what day we'll hit the market. You know, we'll kind of plan accordingly and help you time it.
Yes.
So all those statistics that I talk about with average days on market, which price point sells, all that is the data that we use to determine when you should hit the market, if this is when you want to be packed up and out.
Yeah, and leave that sort of thing to the professionals like you, because you know what you're talking about.
Now, there's going to maybe be some repairs and maintenance because, you know, people are going to, with a little more inventory, people are going to pick the one that looks the best, the one that's in the best shape, the one that's going to have fewer things for them to do, right?
Right.
So if there are things like, oh, geez, a hole that time that your kid threw the, you know, something through the sheetrock and you never fixed it, now's the time to get the guy out there to mud it and tape it and repaint it. Or if you got dirty scuff marks, maybe a little fresh paint. Sometimes you need to replace some carpet. We've got good connections for people that can help you do all of this as well. So if it seems overwhelming, trust me, it's really not. No.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, and decluttering and organizing, what better to do in the dead of January than declutter and organize?
Yes, I know. And
Perfect
you're going to
time to do it
eventually, so might as well get it.
Exactly. So if you're going to get your house on the market in February, you can probably pack away some of your summer clothes. Unless you're taking a trip, don't pack them all away. But, you know, and you can pack away the things that you're not going to be using again. So you can pack away all your holiday decor, you know, just declutter. And again, those are things that we can advise you on.
Yes.
We want you to, if there's things that need to be done in the spring, like we've got a seller right now that needs a new septic system because they have to be in compliance. We've already gotten on the list, right? So we can just help prepare. Yes, exactly. Photography, we'll want you to have certain things done before we send the photographer out. And when we make that timing plan, we'll know when we're going to do the photos. So like we just put the plan together. So the bottom line is preparation now leads to a stronger sale in the spring.
Yeah, and that is so important. And you're so good at setting everybody up who gets to work with you up for success, right? So we need to get that number so we can get in contact with you. Absolutely.
I would be happy to help you. So please feel free to call me anytime that's convenient for you. Call me on my cell phone. That number is 507-259-4926. And I mean it sincerely when I say that I welcome your phone calls and look forward to them, because I really do.
You really do. And that's one of the many things I love about you is that
thanks, Liv.
You're always here to help us, keep us prepared, right? And always here to answer our questions. So thank you again, Robin, for coming in, and we'll see you next week, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, there's more Midwest Access to come right after this.